2, 1, recording!
And we're back with the second half of our hopefully interesting run through of all these stages, because I've never done this before, and
it's kind of fun to look at them.
interesting analyzing each of them.
And it would be nice to have to be able to look at the other ones too. But 7 has a particularly fantastic course list, and 64 does too. Like those ones are really good.
Yeah, of course.
And this one's just kind of this is one of the weaker aspects. The character roster is weirdly bad too. But I mean, it's just the gameplay is just so good. It's just everything else doesn't matter.
It's creme de la creme.
Oh, it's perfect. So, anyways, moving on from that one.
Next up, we got
TikTok clock, which I'm not super fond of.
I like the aesthetic. I'm not huge on the level.
I like the idea of being inside a clock. I mean, there's that level in Mario 64 that was sort of that weird blank canvas that felt like a running out of time level, but
that level's awful to play.
Yeah, it's really hard, and it feels like they just didn't really put much time into that one. But it's reminiscent of that, I guess, in the way that it doesn't feel like it put much time into the course either. So
that's fair.
Yeah. Product on that side was also in the 3DS, and we don't need to see it again because it looks basically the same, and it plays exactly the same. So
Grumble Volcano.
Also, is a waste. I don't know. Who cares? That was one of the worst.
I don't know what this level is.
Okay. I'm actually not super familiar with the Wii. I'm gonna say this again for the 90 millionth time. I didn't play a lot of games around the 6th generation. Played a ton before. Really got back into games afterwards, kind of. But that was a period where I didn't play. So Mario Kart Wii is one I'm not even super familiar with.
I have no memory of this level.
Oh, it's boring and it sucks. Who cares?
I played a lot of the Wii game as well, and I have no memory of this level.
Yeah. I don't know, this is kind of a weak course listing now that I'm looking at it. And the Rainbow Road is really, really good, but it's not very long.
This Rainbow Road is the only one that should be in this game.
But the problem is, okay, so this one's kind of cool in that it also does the thing that Mount Wario does, where it has 3 unique laps, but as such, they're over really fast. Because Rainbow Road on the N64 had a super long lap, right? It was 3 super long laps. This one, they break up one lap into 3 sections. So it's only as long as one lap was on the N64 version, which isn't long at all. And
the level's so pretty.
But it's so pretty that it'd be fun. I would love to at least have 2 laps of that. At least just go over the course twice.
I would be fine with it being a bit longer.
Just twice as long because it's so gorgeous, so much fun. And that's the one that's over top of Toad Town. You can kind of see it in the picture.
Oh, that's
it's
so cool.
Actually right over the Metropolis, whereas the other one and this one is right out in space. But so there's actually some really cool detail and fine detail of this sort of inner world in Mario Kart.
And as much as this is a redo of the N64 one, it's so different from the N64.
Oh yeah, it's completely different.
Honestly, the one made for this game is closer to the actual N64 one, but I hate the one for this game.
Really?
I hate it.
The satellite one?
Space Station, I hate it.
It's fantastic. So good.
We'll
move on to that one. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't know. I have a few more things to say about that, but the Rainbow Road here is I love the one in Mario Kart 64. I love the big the firework of all the characters. I mean, what a perfect final track! Yeah, what a perfect celebration of the whole
just see
game.
Everyone.
Oh my god! And it's in the chain chomps, and it's long, and there's those massive jumps you can take if you bounce when you're going off the first big lap hill, and it's so good. It's the perfect final course. I'm glad that they remade it as well as made a new one, because that's super cool. And there's actually 3 Rainbow Roads in Mario Kart 8 now. With the DLC.
3?
Yeah, there's one in the DLC too.
Oh no.
It's awesome. It's different too. It's cool.
Oh, I don't want that.
But these ones are some of the best Rainbow Roads actually ever, I'd say. So now, do you have anything else you want to say about these ones?
No, just I really like this Rainbow Road, and I'm glad it exists, because I like this even more than the original N64 version of it.
Oh yeah, just because there's something to look at in the background too. I mean, the N64 is just blackness, because that's all they could really do, right?
Stars in space.
Yeah, I mean, it's still almost peaceful in its own way.
Yeah, but this one is almost like a Christmassy vibe.
Oh yeah, actually, it does feel like that. I want to play that around Christmas now. That feels like a fun thing to do. Okay, we're gonna do that around Christmas.
Okay.
But
sure, we'll have some sort of Christmas special of some sort.
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
Yeah, but 3 of the ones I think are super weak and I don't care about. Yeah. They're from the 3 most recent-ish entries too, like the Wii, the 3DS, and the DS. It's
they all something about Nintendo lately.
But they all kind of suck. I don't know. And then the Rainbow Road's awesome though. That one's great.
Yeah. Want to move on to the next track?
Yeah.
Special Cup.
Boom. This is the last course of original cups in the original base game, because we're not including those 4 courses. But Cloud Top Cruise was my first favorite course in the game. That one I thought was amazing. I love when Mario does that, because it's been done in a few games, like in Mario RPG. They go into the Cloud City with the beanstalk and that vibe and stuff. And there was kind of the Flower City and Paper Mario with the clouds and stuff. And they've done it a few times, and I really like the beanstalk vibe that they use in Mario. And It's really cool with the airships. You know, it's very
I've
Super
always
Mario
loved
Bros.
the
3.
airships. I really love going on the airships in all the Mario games, so it was really nice seeing it here, being able to drive through them and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope.
Oh my god, and it's so cool. There's the lightning part, you know, with the sort of like metallic course that's built in the clouds themselves, and the beanstalk that you're actually just driving on the beanstalk. Like, just aesthetically, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's another one where it feels like an adventure going through it.
And again, it's like I said earlier, if you took all these courses and just put them in a blank hallway and they all have the exact same texture, I don't know if Cloud Top Cruise would stand out at all. But it's...
I mean, you'd be like, that's the one with the airships.
No, but I mean, you wouldn't see them. Like, you take out all the detail, you take out all the design.
Oh, you take out everything but the strip?
Yeah, so you're just on a racetrack, hypothetically, and there's no
like,
background to anything, there's no aesthetic, you're just...
Maybe not.
I don't know if it'd stand out as a great course, but, like, it's beautiful to look at.
It's a good way to put it. It's a nice scenic route.
Yeah.
Just something nice to look at.
And it's kind of, it's a little bit harder than those easy, nice scenic ones too, which is nice. It's kind of got like a little bit of a challenge to it with the lightning bolts and stuff.
For some people, I don't like hard levels in Mario Kart.
Well, it's not super hard. Yeah, fair enough. Bone Dry Dunes sucks, but it's better than that other desert level. At least it's got like
I'll agree with
a
that.
theme to it, like with the sort of pirate ships and like the
it's not the standard just bright
monster
yellow
bones and stuff, like these like bones of long dead creatures that you drive up and stuff. Like there's stuff to it. Like it's still not my favorite just because of the palette and stuff, but again, it's just better than your generic
It is sadly
bullshit.
still pretty one note.
Yeah.
It's just instead of being bright yellows, it's like dark oranges.
Yeah, like it's like it's like an orange kind of like, I don't know. It's too orange. The sky's orange, the ground's orange, all the body's orange. I mean, it's supposed to be. It's kind of like, you know, it's the transition of day
sort
into
of
night,
desolate.
and it's like, you know, it's a place that no human should be or has been in a long
It's a barren,
time.
gross desert.
Yeah, but it's just not super fun to look at. But I guess I appreciate it. I'd just rather not have that other desert level, and this was the only one I would appreciate it a lot more.
Yeah. This is a big one for me though. I've said before that I really don't like castle levels.
Yeah.
And I especially don't like Bowser castle levels just because they usually are really tricky and have stupid like lava pits and wobbly bridges. I actually really like this one.
This one's awesome because it's got the big stone Bowser like pounding on the freaking course and stuff,
Yeah,
and like
shakes it up.
And it actually uses the anti-gravity. I mean, Bowser's Castle is also a tradition, right? It has to be in every single one, a new iteration of it. And let's talk about the N64 one some more, because I love the N64 Bowser's Castle.
I love the N64 Bowser's Castle. Just take out the one part where you're on the bridge across the lava, because it falls off every single time without failure.
Yeah, pretty much.
That makes me hate that level.
Oh, I know. I'm so bad at some of
I
this.
remember in that level seeing the big red thwomp in the cage, and trying to figure out for years how to free him. Because there were rumors on the internet, just as the internet was starting, where you could free him and it would change the map.
Internet rumors are my favorite things ever.
Late 90s.
The Ocarina of Time ones, were you ever on like with those? Because there were so many about how you could get the Triforce and go to the Temple of Light.
I heard that one.
There was like, you know, the game was like, the game that we know as Ocarina of Time was only an eighth of what was actually in that cartridge. Like, you know, people acted like there was like the fucking holy grail of games like hidden away still in there.
My three big ones I remember are freeing the red thwomp, were Peekaboo in Pokemon. Peekaboo existed. You have to do all this stupid shit to get it.
Yeah.
And he was like a divergent evolution of Pikachu, but was blue. It ended up being Meryl from the second generation.
Makes sense.
And just early concept art of him before he showed up. Because he was in the movie before the game was announced.
Yeah.
And they always have the habit of having one Pokemon from the new generation in the previous movie.
Yeah.
And the last two, well, I guess, there's the two other big ones I remember are getting Luigi in N60 or Mario 64 that you could get him because there's the tombstone or the
well, that
fountain
was a big
says
thing that
Luigi
was supposed
lives.
to be that like he was supposed to be in the game and stuff anyway. It was supposed to be a co-op thing, but we're moving away. Let's just finish what we're talking about. Rainbow Road, I love it. You said you didn't. I think you're wrong.
I can't stand this level.
It's fucking amazing.
I hate playing this one. I don't think it aesthetically looks good or fits.
What do you mean? I think compared especially to the one that was in the Wii one and the one that was in Double Dash, which were very boring and generic as
I agree.
And even the one that was in 7, you know, they're just kind of strips of rainbow. This is like so unique and cool with the satellites and you land on a planet, like you landed on the moon for a little while. And like,
I didn't hate the 7 one, honestly. It was boring, but I didn't mind playing it. This one,
7 one's actually is good, but like Double Dash
to
sucks.
play this one.
No, Double Dash is boring. The Wii one I think is boring. I think this one's freaking cool as hell. I think the satellites are cool.
It's got a lot going on. I just can't stand playing it. I don't like the feel of playing this level.
Gorgeous. I love it. I don't know that one. This is one of my favorite. Yeah. But like, I don't know. I think you can appreciate though what it is though, and that
I can appreciate what it is. I just even aesthetically, I'm not really into it.
I think if you saw like if you played screenshots or like saw screenshots though of the one from 7, the one from Double Dash, the one from Wii, you wouldn't be able to super tell them apart. You saw that one, you would know it's from exactly. You know exactly what it is.
It's the most interesting. I like the idea that it's a space station. It's an interesting idea.
And it works well in Mario too, because Mario has a lot of cosmic and astral stuff, but it's often played in a kind of like, it's usually the castle that gets shot into space or something. It's usually like they'll take the Mario elements and still, but then add astral stars to them.
Really fit.
But no, I think it does fit. I think it's amazing that they made it. It fits well because it's like mechanical and it seems futuristic and it seems kind of weird for the Mario world, but it works. I don't know. It's like, it's just so cool.
We'll have to agree to disagree.
Yeah, okay, let's agree to disagree, but I think it's so cool. I don't know why we're looking at retro courses first or the bottom ones first, but we just are.
Going back and forth.
Yeah. So anyways, now we're on to this one, which is going to be the DLC. Let's just look at them kind of in this way because it makes sense. Because when the DLC came out, this is how you looked at it.
Okay,
so this is what we played
Yoshi
first.
Circuit. This is the one I commented on the first one. Now, I just loved it.
This one also, I'm not actually 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure this is in the N64 one.
I'm just gonna say right now, the Egg Cup is probably my favorite cup on this whole thing. It's got across the board. Probably my favorite set.
Yeah. Some of these are really good.
Yoshi Cup's pretty simple.
Yeah.
But it's an easy level to play. It's fun. It looks fine. It doesn't really stand out visually.
No, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's great as a first level
it's
of the group.
It's shaped like Yoshi.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that was in the N64 one also. I mean, it's credited as being from the GameCube one, but I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so. I think the big Yoshi level was the one with the giant egg.
But no, I think there was a level shaped like Yoshi that was just like an island. I might be wrong. I think it might have just actually been from the GameCube.
Shaped like Yoshi, but I don't think it was the same.
It's a basic thing. I don't know.
Okay.
But it's kind of like a basic choice to pick from Double Dash. Again, Double Dash had some really cool courses, but they were all in 7. They got sucked up for 7. Like there was this dinosaur one that was awesome, like this dinosaur park that had these big geysers and rope bridges.
Okay.
There was this cool Donkey Kong mountain thing where you like shot it as a cannon, you went right up to the top of this mountain. That one got reused.
Kind of in the Wario Snow level. Kind of
but it's cool because it was in loop. But they had boulders and stuff. There was Daisy Cruiser, which was this giant cruise ship. I love that one because it had a swimming pool, it had the dining area that was like shaking around with like.
Daisy finally gets a time to shine.
Yeah, well, she's got her own freaking cruise line apparently, and you can see it off the coast of other levels. It's actually really cool.
A country.
Does she? What?
Yeah, the Super Mario Land is hers.
Oh, is that official Mario canon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Super Mario Land, the Doki Doki Panic or whatever is.
Yeah.
Or no, that's Super Mario 2.
That was 2, but.
Super Mario Land, that game is set in her country. I forget what it's called. It's like some weird Middle Eastern country.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Whatever.
Like, why does this white redhead have this place?
Also, I love the little Middle Eastern toads. I love that look for them in Paper Mario and stuff.
You mean?
I'm not gonna say not Middle Eastern. No,
Aladdin's father-in-law.
Oh my god. Anyways, Yoshi Circuit is great.
Excite Bike.
Excite Bike is greater.
MVP for this whole thing for me.
It's so much fun.
One of my absolute favorite levels.
I just want to set it to like 9 million laps and just play
it's just slick. It feels so good. It's simple, but it's also really, really fun. And, I just love it.
Looked into the battle too much on this one. Like
this would be a good level for battle.
Yeah, this would be great to do in the battle. I don't know if it's in it or not.
It's small enough that it actually would make a difference.
Yeah, because not every single one is in battle mode, but like a lot of them are, and some of them are kind of fun. Like the Yoshi Valley is fun.
I don't think it is because I think the battle one is primarily for ones that can hold enough people.
Yeah. Still, that one would work really well.
It would, but they're dumb with their battle in this game.
Yeah. Dragon Driftway, as I was talking about earlier, is super cool, super inspired, by like Chinese, like, whatever the word I'm looking for is.
Culture.
Yeah, culture, or whatever you want to say it is, aesthetics.
The Chinatown of Mario
But it looks fantastic, and it really utilizes the anti-grav well.
It's got the most flair of almost any of these levels, and just pure artistic integrity with what they did with it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, it looks.
You're riding on a dragon.
Yeah, it's so cool. Among other things, it's just like the area. Like I love differences. That's what I love about we're talking about ukulele and just platformers from back in the day, and you know, like games like the Crash Bandicoot would have levels where you'd be running along the Great Wall of China effectively. Maybe, you know, it wouldn't actually be, but like just like being able to be transported to these different places just for a little bit, just for these little bite-sized things. And I don't need a million hours of lore about Yoshi's Island and how it got to be shaped like Yoshi. It's just nice to go there and race around it for a little bit and have some fun. And same with Dragon Driftway. And
this is one of those ones that you keep bringing back to. If you took away the land, I think I would be able to tell this was this.
Not so much that if you would be able to tell what it is, just that it would still be fun without the aesthetic, is what I'm saying. Like, would it be fun if you take away... Dragon Driftway would be fun.
Yeah, it twists and turns, and it's just fun. It's crazy.
It's got a lot of interesting parts to it, and it uses the anti-gravity in such a neat way. Because you basically... It's kind of like F-Zero, too, even though that's the next level.
You said before.
Where you're driving along, like a spherical or like a cylindrical, like, you know, surface. Yeah. It's kind of cool. You get to, you know, you're not falling off of it. You're not just like on a flat surface like most of Mario Kart is. And it works really well, especially because they... pimped this one so hard as being the anti-grav fucking one.
And then we have Mute City,
which is awesome. It's so fast.
The fact that the thing said F-Zero across the thing.
Fuck yeah, it's awesome. The music's awesome. The game.
Seeing this glimpse into like the world of Captain Falcon too.
Yeah.
It's this crazy futuristic world we haven't seen in forever because they haven't made an F-Zero game in forever.
Well, it doesn't even need to fit into the rest of the game because it's just marked as being F-Zero.
Yeah.
And in a lot of ways, it's probably Nintendo's way of saying, "Yo, we're not gonna make another F-Zero game. Here you go."
Which is really upsetting, but
yeah, you get 2 levels and you get some cars.
Is there a second level?
Yeah, there's another one, which is yeah, Big Blue.
Okay, yeah, I was getting them mixed up. Big Blue is the one I constantly.
Yeah, Big Blue is like really good. These are both like iconic F-Zero courses.
This is Mute City is like I think it's the first one in F-Zero or F-Zero X, which is the N64 one. Yeah. I think this is like the big iconic city you started off with.
Yeah. But it's just the music's freaking awesome. The power or like the boost pads are fun. Like this is a great the 8 cup here is great. Like every single one is great, and it's
just across the board. Like I think this is my favorite.
Like it's just better than any as a collection. Not saying that like every single one of these is better than every single one in the base game, but
it's got the highest for me. It's like 4 out of 4.
Oh yeah, this is the best.
3 out of 4 as in like some of my favorite levels, and the 4th one is just like a good level.
And then like this was the other one that was in the original pack, so I guess these are the 2 that we'll judge together first. Like so this one was great, but then moving on to this one,
Triforce Cup.
What do you think of Wario's Gold Mine?
I don't like playing it. I think it's a neat idea, but we already got like a mine level, so aesthetically it doesn't do much for me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I don't really enjoy the feel of
playing. I think it's absolutely the weak point here. It's the weakest course by far. It didn't need to again join it from the Wii, and it's because they abandoned the idea of doing retro courses with the DLC. As you can see, they only have 2 here. They only have 1 there. They abandoned the idea, so why even use that one?
It's a really odd choice. It doesn't stand out in any particular way.
Yeah. And I don't know, they made the minecarts, in the Wii one, the minecarts were lethal, they'd knock you up. Now they give you boosts, so it's but it kind of takes away one of the fun elements even of it. It'd be like if the cars gave you boosts in Toad's Turnpike.
Kind of genericized.
Why? Yeah, there's already levels with that exact same feature. The color palette again is boring and drab. There's already been mine-like things. I think it's the weak point of the whole DLC.
This Rainbow Road scares me.
It's awesome. So awesome. I love that. And
I struggle so much with it every time. Those fucking thwomps that shake it. I hate it.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I don't hate it. I think it's a cool map. I think it's really
did in the SNES one too.
Exactly. That's why it looks
buzzing,
that's why it's so flat it looks. But do I hate playing it.
It's so cool. And it's great too compared to what was it, Donut? Donut Plains 3 from the Super Nintendo one. Or I think there was another one, right? Maybe that was it. But where it got remade in such a way where it's nothing like its original.
It's so modern.
This is so cool to remake it in a way that was exactly like its original.
The thing I think the reason I hate it so much playing it because it's so cool looking.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It's neat. Is it reminds me of the fucking N64 Ghost House.
Yeah,
where I always fucking fall off.
Yeah,
and that's just this. I'm always off the edge.
It is difficult. You got to really master your drifting, and it's a hard course, and that's why it's so much fun to have it. I don't know. It's such a cool thing to
I'm glad it's here, but I never want to play it.
I'm glad they remade it, and it's in the way they did too.
This is one of the few SNES ones I remember.
Yeah, well, I mean, how good? Well, yeah,
so long ago.
Well, and it was iconic from there so much so that it's been carried on from everyone since.
I played this when I was 2 and 3.
Yeah, you have it, don't you?
One. I don't. My cousin had it. he basically.
I thought you bought it recently and showed me a picture.
Oh no, I totally did.
Yeah, you did. You bought it recently. You sent me a picture of it.
I played with it yet.
Yeah.
I bought a box copy that's in terrible condition.
We should totally play that.
Maybe, yeah. I've done it. It's all set.
I gotta go get like the retro cords so we can capture off of it. But man,
it's a fun one. I'll do that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Ice Outpost.
Jinx! You owe me a Coke. Colby.
There we go. Okay. Can't break those rules, you guys.
No, that's the sacred shit. But yeah, okay, so
this level.
Yeah, what's your opinions on Ice?
It's one of those levels that I don't really. Nothing really sticks out. Like I can't think of anything about this specific level.
You go, really?
It's not a memorable level at all for me.
I think it's fantastic. I love it.
It might be. I just, for some reason, maybe I don't play it enough.
What's cool about it is it has 2 overlapping tracks the entire course that if you fall off one, you'll almost always fall into the other one. They're always kind of
That's
elevating
sort of
and falling, but there's just the 2 and they're always interweaving, and it's kind of fun. And it's kind of easy to get away from people if somebody's on your ass, like throwing shells at you. It's kind of easy to jump onto another one and kind of drift away from them, kind of. It's really cool because of the interweaving tracks, which is another good use of the anti-gravity, though it could have been used in other ones, but like it's used really well in this one, and it's super fun. Even though, like, color palette, blah blah blah, isn't like the most unique. It's still like it has a theme to it. It's like bobsledding and stuff. I like the little toads in their winter coats.
I was gonna say, who do you think these little like Thanksgiving Day parade like presenters, little motherfuckers look like?
No, they're bobsledders. They're wearing winter coats, right? Like
they make me think of like the 2 people on TV who are like talking about the parade as it's going on. They're wearing their gloves.
I can see that.
It's just like
but it's not a really parade. Great. It's like
I
cool
know,
running.
but that's what it makes me think of.
Yeah, no.
I used to watch those every year.
Yeah,
but no, it's
a fun way of cool running.
It's a cute little mascot thing, and I like how each one's designated. It's like, oh no, you gotta be. It's for one of either of the 2 competitors.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh no.
The green team or yellow team.
But we are gonna play this one next after we're done judging all these ones, so you'll get to see it again.
Okay,
but it's so much fun. I think it's so fantastic.
Okay, well, Hyrule Circuit.
Okay, so the Hyrule Circuit, I think there's a lot to actually say about that one, but you have an opinion on that one you want to say real quick?
I think it's a really simple to play level,
and
so I enjoy that. It's not very hard. I think it looks beautiful.
Yeah, it does.
It's kind of the same vein as the F-Zero one, where it's not really relevant at all, but it's so cool, and I love playing it because it's beautiful, it's easy to play, it's a perfect scenic route.
Yeah, exactly. It has some nice touches with the coins being turned into rupees. That's pretty cool.
Flying through the Triforce, is it?
Master Sword.
Yeah. And it just, changed. Yeah, I'm very happy about it all.
The thing about it, though, I mean, you could even tell we were a little melancholy almost talking about it. It was always set up to be disappointing because you can't just have one Zelda course. That's the Mario first level.
It is, yeah.
Right, yeah, that's Mario Kart Stadium of what should be Zelda Kart racing almost, or not should be, but they're I mean, they've really opened the door to the idea of just this Mario Kart just being Nintendo Racer, which is a great
Zelda levels. I want Metroid levels. Can you imagine Metroid
Oh my god, that'd be so cool. And just having the Nintendo All-Stars as like your character roster as well as because the character roster in this one sucks.
Yeah.
Like it does suck.
I want to play as Captain Falcon.
Yeah, oh that's so
cool. 2 F-Zero levels, you can't play as Captain Falcon.
I mean, you can use the amiibos to make stuff.
You can make your guy look like shitty knockoff Captain Falcon.
Yeah, your me can wear some dumb cosplay, but that's it.
If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna wear Kirby as my helmet.
But yeah, no, Hyrule Circuit is very basic in what it should be. And you know, when they announced the DLC, everyone knew Link was coming and there was gonna be a Hyrule course, but you didn't know what it was gonna be like. So there was a lot of speculation what it was gonna be like, and I speculated a lot because holy shit, that's just the greatest idea in the whole world, having some Zelda courses in Mario Kart. It's just fuck yeah, that's so cool.
Can you imagine going through all this and having like a Goron area and riding down rivers and stuff, Zora River, and having them swimming past and everything?
Oh, there's so many great ideas. But you know what one I just clung to and I wanted so badly? Termina in a 3-day cycle with the 3 laps.
That'd be really cool.
Each one being a different day and the moon getting closer and closer. Kind of like the Termina level in Super Smash Bros. Melee, right? Where the moon gets closer and the giants pick it up or something if you wait too long. Whereas maybe, this would be something where you wouldn't wait too long, but if you did, for some reason, if the race was taking a long time, the giants would pick it back up and throw it back out. But it'd be like...
With the fact that we've got the gravity...
Yeah.
You can like ride up the giant's legs
there could be all kinds of
and,
ideas
like down the back or like through the moon and out his mouth and everything.
But that could be like a different course altogether because I think the idea of Termina itself going through its 3-day cycle and it's sort of a race coursey version of Termina
something as simple
what was
as
the main called again? Just Clock Town or something? No,
Terminus
Terminus the world. Whatever, the main town, whatever, you know what we're talking about. You know, just like a version of the main town.
I think it was just called Clock Town.
Yeah, Clock Town. Fuck, it is just called Clock Town. Just like a racetrack version of Clock Town. And I mean, any Majora's Mask one would have to have the moon coming down. But there's so many just cool locations from that would have been great. And like just the 3-day cycle just works with the 3 laps so well. And there could have been so much cool that you could have done with
all
that.
These classic characters jogging around doing their little thing.
Yeah, like the postman just running around, like delivering his stuff.
The little burglar guy on like the end of day 1 or whatever, at like the end of the course or the first lap or something, as he pushes over the old lady and just runs away. There's so many things because they're so timed and they happen over and over again. They're iconic. That could work as just really fun background things to notice time and time again.
And there is a lot of like some of these courses do have great background stuff. Specifically in the next DLC pack, they went all out for like design in those ones because like there's so much to just look at and like absorb and take in, which we'll get to in a second here.
Yeah.
But like Hyrule Circuit was always just almost set up to just being disappointing. But if it was the first of a couple Zelda courses, it would be great for what it is. It's the only one, and that makes it hard to love it.
The one that would have made it better for me. All they would have had to do is one thing.
What's that?
There's the Shy Guy mine level.
Yeah.
Where they're everywhere.
Yeah.
If you just put some Hylians in the background, or 1 or 2 iconic
Gorons
characters,
or something.
just anything in the background, like people populated a little bit, that would have made it feel so much more alive.
Well, I feel like for the next one, there probably will be like a lot of Zelda courses. They have opened the door for that, and there might be 1 or 2 Metroid, there might be 1 or 2 random other ones, but it'll be mostly Mario and Zelda.
Yeah.
And that might take away like courses that were once like things like Shy Guy Falls might end up becoming Goron, Death Mountain or something, right?
I think I would be fine with that trade-off.
Yeah, it wouldn't be so bad. It's like as long as you could still have your cities with your cars in them and stuff.
Goron Mountain? You mean Death Mountain?
Yeah, I said Death Mountain. Well, I said Goron Mountain first, but whatever. Like, you know, as long as it still is allowed, it doesn't confine itself. Because Zelda Racer would be confined, right?
Could you imagine, like, alongside Bowser's Castle, Ganon's Castle?
Yeah, that would be crazy cool. Especially, like
having the spiral tower going up to the organs and everything.
Yeah, you can even do it in a 3-lap way because it'd be so cool to cross the Rainbow Bridge to get back onto the fucking thing.
And then have the last lap be it crumbling.
Oh fuck! Oh my god, that'd be so cool.
Oh god, I want that now.
Like in one ways, I was just saying.
Just hearing the roars in the background as it's crumbling around you, and you have to go down the spiral.
Like there's so much, or just like being in like a Wind Waker, like sinking Hyrule. Like
that'd be really cool.
Because it's got the underwater mechanics now, so it could like get gradually more underwater as it went.
You could have lots of paths of just like having the barrels and stuff that you flip over. You have
things that would open up as it gets underwater.
And everything, yeah.
Oh my god. Zelda Kart Racer.
Having Outset Island and everything, too. Oh.
But Zelda Kart Racer could be a great thing almost, but it would be almost confined in the fact that it couldn't then have levels with the cars and levels with like certain.
I think I'd manage if I could play as Crimea.
Yeah. That would be cool. Fuck. That'd be so cool. That would be so cool.
Oh, would everyone like ride horses?
No, it'd have to be Link. Link's already has his Hyrule car.
That's
or whatever.
True. Just make it like futuristic versions of everyone. No, don't do that.
So then that was the first DLC pack though. Here, these 2 courses they came out, and it was pretty fantastic.
Yeah,
I thought
they were
Wario's.
Great. They added so much.
Yeah. They did. They really did. They added a ton, like an ass load of content for like what ended up being like $6
like
$6.
2 cups, I play more than most of the other levels.
I know, because they're fantastic.
Just the DLC in general have some. Oh, so good.
And then for the next ones, they kind of stepped up their game with bum Leaf Cup,
Crossing Cup.
Crossing Cup. Oh, because it's Animal Cup. That makes sense. Animal Crossing Cup. All right.
I remember the Wild Woods. It's kind of a cut-in, but like the Wild Woods in general, I remember people thinking it was a Zelda level at first.
It's gorgeous. That's the one I was talking about earlier when I said that there's the Shy Guy Falls, which sort of like speaks to their weird little societies and sophistication and stuff. And like, but it is so amazing. I love it. It starts out in anti-gravity, which is cool. You're going up a tree trunk. There's so much detail. There's
you picture
so
this being
much.
a Lost Woods level though.
Yeah, I could see that, but then again, it wouldn't necessarily have the anti-gravity. I don't know. The anti-gravity almost makes more sense.
Well,
it's more cohesive
because it's all
to Mario.
about getting lost and crazy. They could really work with it.
Oh, that's
just
true.
Do whatever the fuck they want.
And there's that
and
one part.
The stumps be black, and you go through and just come out and not know where you're gonna come out.
That's true. There's that one part in Ocarina of Time too, in the Forest Temple, where it's like the hallway's twisted and twists out and stuff. So
and because Lost Woods connected, they could tie in a little Forest Temple
the delusion,
stuff.
The like illusion kind of it all would give that. But still, I mean, the anti-gravity is more cohesive in Mario, since Mario's always utilized that kind of thing, or at least has for a long time.
Okay, I've got it. For the Zelda Racer, or just that level, instead of having Lakitu come down and grab you, the Wall Master come down and bring you back.
That would be amazing.
Or
They
even
should have
just
done
on that level, just.
Oh, they should have done that. That would have been so cool. But like, let's just go through these in order. But like,
yeah, Baby Park.
That was an awesome one to bring back. They make it anti-gravity. It looks cool. That was a fantastic one from Double Dash. It was one of the only really great Double Dash ones that wasn't brought back in 7, so it was really cool to see it again.
One of the few maps I hear people talk about when they talk about the GameCube one.
Yeah, it's a shame you didn't play that one a lot because it is fun, but the course selection's weak. But I mean, it is effectively the same as the Excite Bike one, but without the cool ramps. So it's like Excite Bike's almost better, but I mean, Baby Park's classic, so you gotta love that one. I like that
it's that simple.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool because it's the it's like the amusement park from Super Mario Sunshine, kind of like it's a cool aesthetic. Cheeseland's sort of weak again, and that
it's just another desert level.
Yeah, it's another desert level. You can call it cheese all you want, but it's a desert level.
It's the same as the other level, but there's big pieces of cheese.
And for cohesion,
everywhere.
I think the worst level in Mario Kart 64 is that brownie mountain one where it's like. But even that one I actually don't hate because I like the idea of giant chocolate boulders. But like cheese is not as pleasant.
No, it's not.
No.
But cheese is like
Yeah, I'm not really fond of driving through food. I don't really like the Sweet Canyon one, and I don't really like Cheeseland. Though I don't remember that well, actually, at the top of my head, because I remember Wild Woods and Baby Park and Animal Crossing greatly. But Cheeseland is kind of boring. I think I've skipped it more times than not.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
And then we've already done Wild Woods. Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And it's so cool that they did 4 seasons, and that every time you play, it's different. It's so cool. And there's different pathways and the different seasons. Like, it's almost better than doing it, like, you know, in 3 laps or 3 different things, because, you know, then you just absorb it all, whereas this way you have to play it multiple times to ever truly, like...
Yeah, it's like the Excite Bike one, where it changes every time, and so it keeps it fresh.
Yeah, but it's like the whole level changes, and it's just, you never know what you're going to get, and it's like a box of chocolates. No, I don't know, I love it. I really did like the first Animal Crossing a lot, and so I
feel like they put more effort into this one than the Link or the Zelda one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They went all out in terms of design and look. And Cheeseland seems weak, and maybe there is a lot to look at that I'm not really looking at. But like Baby Park, there's a lot of cool ridey stuff. There's a lot of just the skybox is interesting, you know.
I appreciate Cheeseland's kind of like the Grand Canyon, but that's about all that's got going for it for me.
Yeah, but Baby Park has a lot to look at. Wild Woods is magnificent in terms of stuff to look at.
Wild Woods is one of the best ones in this game.
All the bridges and little villages and the little societies that you can kind of infer from looking at it all, and it's like it makes you just want to play a 3D Mario in that world. It's so beautiful. And then Animal Crossing has so much to look at that they had to make it 4 times.
Yeah, it's got a lot going on. Everybody loves Animal Crossing. Everybody loves
Animal Crossing's great.
And they went wild with it. They had a good time.
Yeah, no, it looks... Oh, I don't know.
You clearly tell the people making it like Animal Crossing too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's probably some of the same team members and stuff like that too. But it was done with a lot of care. It was done in that way that Nintendo does. I mean, it's obviously their own property, so it's stupid to say that. But like it's fantastic. It seems like it's a guest in Mario Kart, right? So it's like
this one fits better than something like the Zelda level, just in terms of aesthetic.
Yeah, and it really does feel like Animal Crossing too. Like the Zelda one feels kind of like Zelda, but I mean, you can take away the rupees, it's just generic medieval fantasy. Yeah, like you know, you take away the Master Sword. But no, Wild Woods is like beautiful in terms of just like stuff to look at. Yeah. And I'd say there's one more in the last cup here that rivals it if it's not more beautiful.
I can't think what it is.
Oh, it is Ribbon Road. I think Ribbon Road is beautiful.
It is a lovely looking. That's the one with big toys.
Yeah, it's the toy box one. Yeah. There's so much to look at.
Delightful little place.
Oh my god, it's so cool. And it just harkens like, you know, maybe to that Paper Mario level where you shrink down into the Shy Guys toy box and stuff. I've always loved the idea of the toy box and the, you know, shrinking down into it, and like a lot of RPGs have used it. One of my favorite games of all time is a Super Nintendo game called Soul Blazer, and they you know, at one part you get shrunken down into this toy box and the little toy soldiers shoot at you and stuff. And it's so memorable and so cool, and it's so beautiful and detailed and vivid how they did here.
It makes me think of the Toy Story SNES game.
Yeah.
It's really fucking hard, but it's ingrained in my memory as this beautiful looking game.
It's not that good looking.
No, I've recently played it too, compared to other SNES games.
It looks
lovely to me.
You think so?
Yeah, just colors.
Yeah, I guess so.
Colors wise, it really sticks out. It looks like the movie.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, it's just, I enjoyed it a great deal, but that's what it makes me think of, so it's like all good feels for me.
Yeah, Ribbon Road is just gorgeous though. I think like, you know, it has a lot of scenery to look at. It has a lot to take in. It has a lot to like I don't know, just like, you know, not only in the toy box, but the room surrounding the toy box is amazingly like detailed. Like really cool level, and I really just wish that there was, a Mario game I could play where I could run around in this free roam and explore this thing, because it suits Mario well. And it's just so funny that they label it as a Game Boy Advanced one, because it's just, how could you say that? Like, it's so not. Like, it's got the little ripples, but that's it.
But we got Neon Bowser City.
Yeah.
This is a really cool idea. I think I like the idea more than the level itself.
I feel like some of it doesn't look that good. Some of the textures weren't done great. It almost looks like the one from the 3DS that just upscaled. Like, the texture work isn't that nice on that one. Some of the buildings look really piss poor.
I don't think we need this many, like, busy city levels.
No, I guess not. And it's also from the 3DS, and we didn't need to bring it back. And maybe bring back another cool one from the N64. Not that I'm biased or anything.
Just bring back the whole one.
Yeah, just bring back the whole game. Just
take out a couple of these and put in a couple of the battle levels. Give me Skyscraper.
Yeah,
give me...
Just make that block fort, pretend it's a race course, and just put it in there just so we can battle in it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'd be so happy.
Neo Bowser City.
Any of the others other than block fort, just put block fort.
That being said, Neo Bowser City does have some stuff to look at. There's some cool billboards. There's some cool like little things in the city and in the skybox and stuff to look at.
They've all got cool things to see.
But specifically in these last two, I think they really did go all out.
Yeah.
And then
Super Bell Subway.
That one's awesome. I think it's such a fun course.
It's really neat.
I love that, being able to jump on top of the subways as they're going and getting the boost. You know, that's like something that rewards good driving but doesn't super punish you if you don't do it well.
It's like right out of an action movie.
Yeah, it's awesome. Especially if you're doing it on a bike. But like, you know, it's like something fun that like you can always attempt to do, but it doesn't punish you horribly for failing at it. If you fall off it, you're still on the track. You just don't get the boost up being on top of it. And so I don't know, it's a good way to you get better. There's Easter eggs, there's fun stuff to look at. There's a lot of it speaks for the larger world around it. Like
it just again, it adds to the environment, kind of adds to the weird, shitty, not real lore of Mario.
Yeah, exactly. Just these kind of like not connected but connected.
Some of these
cities.
toads have to take these stupid subways.
Maybe
to
this
work.
is underneath the Toad Turnpike's level city. You know, for all we know, it probably is.
This is where the pipes take you to, and then he has to get onto a train.
Just go to work. This takes away the magic.
Each pipe is like you go down the pipe and you get on a train, and he takes it to the next pipe and comes back up.
Just like holding his briefcase, just so bored, waiting to get home from work, playing his Game Boy.
Good.
And then Big Blue.
There's Big Blue.
Is full of water.
I love the memories just from F-Zero.
From the game itself.
It's like one of the most, it's probably the most iconic level from F-Zero X.
Well, it's a fun summer level too, and it's almost summer now, and I kind of almost.
It is. It's like a water slide.
It's a big ass water slide. And you know what? I feel like we've talked about them all now. I just really want to play them. So I feel like we should end it here and then just fucking play them all. Or play what's rest. All right.
Okay.
Goodbye.